Hello and welcome to 5-Minute Math. Today we are looking at the third grade concept of representing data. This is standard 3.8a in the great state of Texas, and we are using number 10 off the 2017 released STAAR test. If you have not done so already, please go ahead and take a moment to pause the video, work this problem out on your own, unpause it, and then we will look at our answers together. So we have a student, Merlin, has a bag of tiles and pulls out each tile 18 times. So here are the numbers that are on the tiles. And we need to match this up with a dot plot, sometimes called a line plot. Now this is not how the problem actually looked on the STAAR test. It was all vertical. I just kind of copied G, H, and J over to the side so they wouldn't be really small on this screen. So how do we turn all of these numbers, 8, 7, 12, 1, all of that, into a dot plot? We need to match up each of these numbers to the correct dot plot. Well, what I want to do is I want to create a frequency table, and that's going to help me a little bit. So a frequency table is just going to let me know how many times was each number pulled. Because you see they're listed here. There are 18 total numbers, but they're all mixed up. So looking at my range, and so my range is my smallest, so that's going to be my smallest to my largest. I'm just going to go ahead and write everything down. Smallest to largest. It looks like I've got my 0 as my smallest and 12 as my largest. And take a look at all these dot plots. They all go from 0 to 12. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to write 0, 1, 2, 3, all the way down to 12. And I'm just going to use some tally marks. And I'm going to kind of keep track of how many times I find each of these numbers. Then I'm going to translate this into my dot plot. So I've got 8, 7, and 12. So I'm just going to put a little dash. 8, 7, I'm going to use tally marks here. 12. Let's see, 1, 8, and 9. So I've got a 1, another 8, and then a 9. Another 12, 0, 7. 12, another 0. There's another 7. 8, 10, and 4. And I'm just going to finish this out here and make sure I have all of my numbers represented. 5, 8, and 12. There's another 5. There's an 8. 12, 4, 0, 8. Looks like I have quite a few 8s. 4, 0, and 8. Notice I don't have anything for 2, 3, 6, or 11, and that's perfectly fine. So now I'm going to take a look at my dot plots, and I'll just start with 0. So each dot above represents that number. So F has got 3 zeros, G has got 1 0, H has got 2 zeros, and then J has got 2 zeros. And even before we move on, we can see that we actually have some problems here, because look at G and F are not going to work because they have 1 and 3 zeros, and we should have 2. So let's look at our 1s. We should have 1 0. So that's where F and G work, but we've already eliminated F and G because they have 1 0. We should have nothing in 2, nothing in 3, and that's correct. We've got no dots, no dots, no dots, no dots. Ah, look at my problem right here. Look at H. H has got a 2, yet I should not have a 2. So it looks like my answer is going to be J. And let's just double check here to make sure we got it right. My 4s should be 2, so that one was good. That's no good. That one was good. And that one is still good. So you notice my pain point here is that's a problem right there. That was a problem right there. But most of these are going to be correct, and they're just going to be wrong on 1 or 2 points. On my 5s, it looks like we've got, thankfully, J is still good. 6s, well, once again, that's incorrect right there because that's got a 6. We should have 0 6s. And as we're moving into our 7, let's just finish out this J, make sure we got it. That's 5, that's good, that's good, that's 1, 1, 0, 3. That is going to work. So these have already been eliminated. Our answer is J.